India's fighter jet crisis is no longer theoretical, it's operational. And behind the scenes, a high-stakes negotiation is now reaching a decisive phase, one that could reshape the Indian Air Force for decades. India and Russia are in advanced negotiations for licensed production of the Su-57 fifth-generation stealth fighter. The talks are deep, they are technical, and they are happening at a moment when the IAF can't afford delay. So why now? And what does this deal really change? Russian and Indian defense negotiators have moved into what officials describe as a deep technical stage of talks for joint production of the Su-57 in India. The signal came from Hyderabad. On the sidelines of the Wings India Air Show at Begumpet Airport, United Aircraft Corporation CEO Valdim Badeka dropped a carefully worded but powerful message. Russia-India negotiations for licensed production of the Su-57 have entered what he called a deep technical stage. This is not exploratory dialogue. This is engineering-level negotiation covering manufacturing processes, systems integration, localization, and long-term sustainment. The proposed model centers on producing the Su-57 at India's existing Su-30 MKI facilities, infrastructure that is already operational, proven, and deeply integrated with Indian defense industry partners. The goal is clear: maximize Indian components, maximize domestic industry participation, and anchor the program firmly within India's long-term aerospace ecosystem. The approach builds on years of experience. The Su-30 MKI program demonstrated that Russian airframes can successfully integrate Indian avionics, sensors, weapons, and mission systems. That same industrial logic is now being extended to a fifth-generation platform with far greater stakes. Licensed production isn't just about numbers, it's about control, supply chain resilience, and strategic autonomy in wartime. The Su-57 discussions are also part of a broader expansion in India-Russia aerospace cooperation. Recent agreements on civil aviation platforms, including regional airlines and transport aircraft, signal a deeper industrial alignment that goes beyond military sales. Fighter jets, transport aircraft, civil aviation, shared production lines. This is a long horizon partnership taking shape. Indian officials have maintained strict silence, and for good reason. Last year, officials had confirmed that negotiations were underway, but stressed their sensitivity. The focus directly aligns with India's Make in India and self-reliance objectives, particularly in advanced aerospace manufacturing. The timing of these talks is critical. The Ministry of Defense has closely been evaluating fifth-generation options since early 2025, especially after Operation Sindoor in May. India's air combat capacity is stretched. The Indian Air Force today operates roughly 29 to 31 fighter squadrons. The sanctioned strength is 42, the minimum required to manage simultaneous threats from China and Pakistan. The gap is straight and it's growing. Indigenous solutions are coming, but not fast enough. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is set to begin handing over Tejas Mk-1A fighters following successful missiles firing trials on the light combat aircraft. But delays in induction have compounded the crunch. Numbers matter, and capability matters even more. Stealth, sensor, fusion, networked combat. These are now baseline requirements, not future ambitions. This is why the Su-57 negotiations matter right now, not as a procurement story, but as a strategic inflection point. Licensed production would give India immediate credibility, long-term industrial leverage, and breathing room as indigenous programs mature. In an increasingly hostile airspace, that combination could be decisive, because in modern warfare, air power doesn't wait, and neither does the threat. Bureau Report, India Today Global.